What if I told you that becoming just 1% better today could completely change your entire life? It sounds too simple, but stay with me. The big results everyone wants, the success, the change, the dream, they almost never come from one giant heroic leap. They come from something so small, so quiet, that most people would walk right past it without ever noticing. This is the story of Sam, and the one tiny choice that quietly, slowly changed absolutely everything. Sam wanted to change, to get healthy, to learn, to grow, but every single goal felt enormous and far away. He scrolled and scrolled, watching everyone else succeed, and every day he felt further and further behind. So one day, full of motivation, he decided to do everything at once, a massive, perfect, all-or-nothing plan. By day 3, he was exhausted, overwhelmed, and just like every time before, he quit. This is the all-or-nothing trap. Either we go 100% or we do nothing at all. And so, he stayed stuck. Same place, same struggle, year after year after year. He believed a lie that traps almost everyone. The change has to be big, and it has to be fast. Then, one quiet evening, Sam discovered a completely different way to think about change. The idea was this: don't try to become twice as good overnight. Just aim to be 1% better than yesterday. 1%. I know, it sounds like nothing, so small it almost feels pointless. But here is the magic. Small improvements don't just add up, they compound. They build on each other, growing faster and faster over time. Get 1% better every day for 1 year, and you don't end up 1% better. You end up nearly 37 times better. But get 1% worse every day, and after a year, you shrink down to almost nothing. The same math works both ways, which means the direction you're heading matters far more than the speed. Tiny steps in the right direction always win. So Sam made his habits ridiculously small. 1 push-up, 1 page of a book, 1 single minute. So small that it was almost impossible to fail. Because the goal was never the workout. The goal was simply to show up.
And here's the deeper secret. He wasn't just building a habit, he was slowly becoming a new kind of person. He stopped focusing on the outcome and started focusing on his identity. Every small action you take is like a tiny vote, a vote for the kind of person you were choosing to become. He made it easy. He made it obvious. He even attached his new habit to something he already did every single day. After my morning coffee, I read 1 page. After I brush my teeth, I do 1 push-up. Stack the new onto the old. So Sam began. 1 single push-up. That was all. It felt almost silly. But that night, he had finally started. Day 1, day 2, a whole week passed. And honestly, Sam saw absolutely no change at all. Nothing. Psychologists call this the valley of disappointment. It's the gap between the effort you put in and the results you can finally see. We expect progress to be a straight line going up, but real progress stays flat for a long time, then suddenly jumps.
5 degrees to 28 to 31, and still nothing happens. But the moment it hits 32 degrees, it melts. The breakthrough was building the entire time. You just couldn't see it yet. This is exactly where most people give up, right inside the valley, just moments before everything was about to change. They judge themselves by how today feels, instead of trusting the direction they're slowly, steadily heading. And honestly, Sam wanted to quit too. The doubt crept in. Maybe this tiny stuff just doesn't work for me. Then it happened. Life got busy, and he missed a day, and the guilt whispered, "See, you've already failed again." But Sam had learned one powerful rule. Never miss twice. Miss 1 day if you must, but never ever miss 2 in a row. Because 1 bad day never ruins you. It's quitting after that bad day that does. So he simply started again. Day after day, he protected his streak. Don't brace the chain. Each link was small, but together they were unstoppable. He learned to show up even when he didn't feel like it, especially when he didn't feel like it. That's where it counts most. Because motivation is like a candle. It flickers and fades, but a system keeps running quietly, whether you feel like it or not. Remember this line: you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems, so build good ones. And the trick? Keep the habit small enough to survive your worst days. On bad days, just one push-up is still a win. So Sam kept going, quietly, daily, no drama, no big speeches, just one small step repeated again and again and again. And then, slowly, something shifted. One push-up had quietly become 10, then 20, then 30, without him even noticing. One page a night had become a chapter, and one chapter at a time, he had finished an entire book. The small stuff added up. The compounding that was invisible for so long finally became visible. The line he trusted was now lifting him up. People started to notice. What did you change, they asked. And the truth was, nothing huge. Just one small thing every single day. The long plateau finally cracked open. The breakthrough he'd waited for arrived, exactly the way breakthroughs always do. Suddenly. But here's the real victory. Sam wasn't just stronger or smarter. Deep down, he had become a completely different person. His identity had changed. He no longer tried to show up. He simply was someone who shows up. That's just who he is now. And his confidence, it was built from something real. Thousands of tiny promises he had quietly made and kept to himself. And his good habits started spreading. One small win pulled the next one along. Better sleep, more energy, a clearer mind. He looked back at the stuck, frustrated version of himself, not with shame, but with kindness. That guy just didn't know this secret yet. And that mountain, the one that once looked completely impossible, he was now standing right on top of it, looking out at the view. Same stickman, same person. The only difference was the direction he chose and the courage to keep going, just 1% at a time. So here's the truth for you, watching right now. You don't need to change your whole life today. You just need 1%. Pick one habit, make it so small, so easy that it feels almost impossible to say no. One push-up, one page, 1 minute. Then do it today and again tomorrow. Don't worry about the results yet. Just trust the quiet, patient power of compounding. Because 1 year from now, you'll thank the person who started small today. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Begin with one.